There has just been an air raid alarm sounded in Kyiv, where Joseph Lindsley is. Joe, what's going on over there?
Bob, good afternoon to you. I'm speaking from a Rooftop restaurant, a hotel here in Kyiv, whereas a couple of days ago I was talking to you from underground. Today it's a beautiful day, and so I thought I'd broadcast from up here and take some video overlooking the city. And then just about 2 minutes ago, the air raid alarm sounded, and the staff of the restaurant here, they have all departed to go down to the shelter about 20 stories below from where I am. But I'm staying up here because I can have a great view of the sky. So if I do at any point start to run, I'll keep trying to talk to you. I was asking one of my colleagues here, I said, can you give me what's the signal if we have to move? And you said, if I start running, you start running. And so this is the current situation we are here, that we have here. And it's been, it's hard for me to believe today's Friday. This week was both 1 day and 5 months, nothing in between. And from those first moments Monday morning when I arrived in Kyiv, right as those Iranian drones were hitting 1 block from the train station when I arrived, it was as I walked through the smoke, it was sort of a 9/11 feel, you could say. And that moment really governed the week for me, for so many people. And perhaps this is Putin's strategy. We've seen the past weeks that he's had these massive Monday attacks. Monday is, and no matter what you're doing in life, how you start your Monday determines how you live your week. And so I can see perhaps it's part of his psychological strategy. On the other hand, and the reason why this week feels like many months is it's amazing how you learn to adapt. And so, Monday was a scary and difficult day. Everyone was worried about everything, including nuclear threats. I had warnings from friends in America. And then Tuesday, people in Kyiv were calm, and here I am now. I don't think I would have imagined this on Friday. And maybe this is not the smartest thing, but that I'm talking to you during an alarm, quite vulnerable position here overlooking the city. But you learn to adapt.
I guess that to some extent people do get used to it there, but you're on a rooftop. There was just minutes ago an air raid alarm. It's not like around here when a car alarm goes off and everybody ignores it. I mean, people do pay attention and take cover, don't they? Yeah, I mean, they do. I mean, it's always a personal decision. In fact, the staff of the restaurant here told me, it's your decision. You're free. You're a free person. Freedom is very important to Ukrainians. You're a free person. We're going downstairs. You do as you wish. Be safe. And as I'm talking to you, I'm looking. I mean, every time I see a bird in the distance or a cloud, you pause for a second and say, "Wait a second, what is that?" But from here, I can have a pretty commanding view of the city. And it's a scary thing to watch, knowing that at any moment there could be something coming this way. And that's that. And the reason why I'm up here right now is because if I wasn't on the radio, I think I might be downstairs. But I think it's very important for people to feel far away from this, to feel these emotions of this horrible situation that Russia has inflicted, not just on Ukraine but on the world. And talking about scary, President Zelensky has said that there's some information that Russian terrorists have mined a dam and part of a power plant there near the Dnipro River in the southern part of the country. What do you know about that, Joe?
Yeah, we don't know too much about it, but this is in a territory that the Russians, Ukrainian territory that the Russians have occupied for many months. And so it seems like, there's more and more rumors of a potential Ukrainian offensive in that region. Russia seems to be the source of some of these rumors. I mean, they've been making a big noise about how they're evacuating people from Kherson. So anytime Russia's talking a lot, we have to really, we can't trust exactly what they're saying. But we're certainly in this phase of the war. But for example, the past 2 days have been very cold, where they want Ukrainians to really realize now that it's going to be a difficult winter, and Russia is trying to show that they have an ability to destroy, the electrical infrastructure, the power infrastructure of Ukraine. And this reminds me from a few weeks ago when when there was that big, massive, coordinated attack all throughout the country on infrastructure, President Zelensky, he wrote these words, and I think it's worth remembering right now. He was addressing Russia. He said, "Do you think you can still intimidate us? Do you think you can break us? Without you or without the light? Without you? Without water or without you? Without you? Without food or without you? Without you? Cold, hunger, darkness, and thirst. For us, these are not as scary and deadly as your so-called friendship and brotherhood. But history will put everything in place, and we will, with gas, lights, water, and food, we will do so without you." And this is the spirit of defiance here.
Such courage about that power plant and that dam that could be mined with explosives by the Russians. President Zelensky said that Russia was creating grounds for large-scale catastrophe. And Joe, I just want you to get off the roof. I mean, I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. I mean, with the missiles, drones, go downstairs, have a coffee in the air raid shelter in the basement.
Well, in honor of you, maybe I will do that. But as a journalist, you want to be able to share these stories. And the last parting thing for today about Kyiv, I'd say, as I look over this city, Bob, because right now it's peaceful. Like it's a clean city. There's no litter. It's safe. You can walk at night. It's really, they've made such an amazing place, and it's such a horrible thing that any place would face this type of threat, but especially such an amazing society. But even as I look, I can see a building, the Samsung building that was hit by the Russians a few months ago. If you look closer at this picture that I'm seeing around me, you can see the evidence. And you're right. So maybe I should move downstairs.
Joseph Lindsley, always painting a terrific picture of the scene in Ukraine, and also giving us the feel of the emotions of the people there. I hope for a safe weekend for you, Joe. Talk to you Monday.
Thank you, Bob. Until Monday. Thank you.